Let me start over. Thank everybody for coming out. Ashley Ty, Emergency Management Director for Lowndes County. We've transitioned from the emergency response phase to the recovery phase, but we still have a long road ahead to restore our community. Unfortunately, Lowndes County has become all too familiar with dealing with these types of storms. Helene caused damage on a scale we've never seen before, and frankly, never imagined anything like this would ever happen. Still, I'm extremely proud of the team we have here at Lowndes County that works behind the scenes. The level of cooperation exhibited in making sure we have plans in place, and those plans are implemented efficiently and effectively is a model that others community strive to emulate. Our hearts go out to the family that lost their child as a result of the storm, and other families grieving the loss of a mother. Countless numbers of our neighbors have suffered devastating losses of their homes, vehicles, and other belongings. The impacts to the physical and mental health of our entire community is something very much in the forefront of our minds as we work to implement our recovery plans. Hurricane Helene caused damage 3 or 4 times greater than Hurricane Helene, but we have already seen our community and surrounding communities come together and support one another on a much greater scale as well. I want to assure all the residents of Lowndes County that your leaders, your first responders, your utility workers, and hundreds of volunteers from all over the country are working hard every day to secure as many resources as possible to help provide for the basic needs of our community. We have been operating 4 points of distribution since Saturday morning. We are working to open an additional one within the next 48 hours to increase our capacity. Volunteers have set up multiple feeding sites across the community, including some mobile sites to assist those who are unable to get to a site on their own. We are providing shelter to over 80 individuals who are still without power or whose home is too damaged to return to. We will continue to assess the needs and find resources to meet each and every need until we get everyone back to the pre-storm condition. To stay up to date on the latest information on all the available resources and opportunities to volunteer, we encourage you to follow EMA Lowndes on Facebook, where we're providing constant updates. Earlier this week, we had a very positive and encouraging meeting with the FEMA administrator. We've also been engaging with our elected leaders at both the state and federal levels ever since the storm set its sights on Lowndes County. Out of that meeting and those discussions, I'm pleased to announce that we were informed today that the President authorized FEMA to issue a major disaster declaration for several counties in Georgia, including Lowndes County. Set realistic expectations just to help meet immediate needs of so much. Anyone who was affected by Helene should register with FEMA now. You can register online by going to www.disasterassistance.gov, or if you don't have access to the internet, you can call 1-800-621-3362 and register by phone. FEMA does not have a physical office established in Lowndes County yet, so these are the only ways to register for now. However, FEMA is going to be sending out outreach teams in the community to provide information on the registration process and help citizens get registered. So you may begin to see a presence in the next day or two, but they do not have a location established. As we move forward, we ask everyone to stay patient as best you can, because the recovery process is going to take quite a while. Please be kind to those you meet, because you don't know what they might be dealing with or how they might be suffering. You see workers out in the community, whether it's linemen, firefighters, police officers, public works crews out cleaning up the streets, take a minute to say thank you. Many of them have also experienced loss, but they are committed to serving the community they love. Lowndes County Emergency Management is committed to fighting to get the resources we need, and we won't stand down until every need that can be met has been. As Mayor Scott Matheson comes up, I'm going to leave you with this. We often get songs stuck in our head, and one of the songs that's been stuck in my head lately is a song from Jelly Roll, and some of the words of the song says, "I'm not okay, but we're all going to be all right." I think that summarizes the feelings of a lot of people in our community, but I want you to focus on the last part. We're all going to be all right.
Thank you, Ashley. I'll tell you, we're all hurting. And I'll tell you the state support, I'll tell you the national support, and the presidential support, and more. But I'm telling you what's going on in this building back behind us, what Ashley Ty is coordinating, what everybody has come together on is what is your touch. These guys are moving mountains every single day, getting help where it's needed every single minute of every single day. And with the 70 or so agencies that coordinate inside this building, it's just amazing to watch. So rest assured that help is well coordinated, and it is your first line effort. Going on around town right now, there's a major food distribution tomorrow morning at Valdosta High School, the new Valdosta High School, starting at 6 a.m. That is Frank in the food bank, who's done amazing work since the start of this disaster, yet another disaster. There is Thursday lunch and dinner and Friday lunch and dinner at Unity Park. The Catfish Army has shown up in our backyard. They're a national group, and they're going to feed anybody and everybody. I don't think they know how to run out of catfish. So that one's going to be this Thursday and this Friday, twice a day at Unity Park. Please acknowledge that. Please pass that on to your friends and neighbors as well. But know with that designation that helps on the way for what you see every minute of every day, which is that debris and so much more housing and the immediate needs of our community. So please, people, be patient. Show grace to your neighbors, and we'll get through this together. And now I'd like to introduce Chairman Bill Slaughter as well.
Thank you, Mayor. A lot has already been said about what the needs are that may be coming into our community with the declaration, and we're so very, very thankful for all the work that everybody did to be able to get that and bring it to our community and to the other communities. I want to talk just a minute about, again, what we still have to go through. We've gone through a lot over the last few days since Helene rolled through our community. We have to still come together as a community. We have to still understand the needs, not only of what we have personally, but the needs of our neighbors and our families and what they're going through. And so we have a responsibility to reach out to our neighbors, help where we can. We want to also be sure that everybody is safe. There's a tremendous amount of generators that's being operated so that folks can just keep the bare necessities going in their homes. Those safety features are very much important, so please take all the precautions you can with that. We still have in Lowndes County between 70 and 75% of all of our citizens do not have electricity in their home. And that number is going to begin to decrease and decrease more. Remember, we started out at 99%, so they've already done a lot. But there's going to be some areas, from what we're hearing, that could be at 3 weeks or more before they're able to get electricity to some of these areas. It has to do a lot with the damage that was done to the substations, to the major infrastructure that they have. So it just takes time to get this work done. So again, we're asking for everybody's patience. We're all in this together, and we will get through this together. And we'll come out on the bright side of this. It's not doom and gloom, but it's certainly, I want the message to be, we still have to work together. We've got issues in our community that we've said, patience, 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 thinking about your family, thinking about your neighbors. And again, I know that we can continue to be Lowndes strong. That's what we're going to do. That's what the citizens always do in this community. So again, let's continue keeping our best foot forward, keeping our heads up, and let's show the country what Lowndes County can do. We are the example that people are looking at right now. And so far, we have not let anybody down. Everybody that looks at our operation here, and what Ashley Ty and everything that happens in this building, say, we don't see this everywhere we go. This community is very, very fortunate to have folks like we have back here, like Ashley Ty, his staff, the city staff, the county staff, everybody working together, and that's what we're going to have to continue to have. So again, I appreciate everybody's efforts, and God bless each and every one of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor and Chairman. At this time, if anybody has any questions, we'll take a few questions.
Do you have a number of how many people you've helped, how many residents have come for assistance?
I'll be honest, it's been thousands. We'll probably see just this pod. You see the traffic behind us. Each pod is serving probably 3,500 people a day. We've had 4 of those, and that doesn't count the countless other eventually we'll sit down and add all those numbers up, but it's just, it's astronomical. So a lot of work's been done. A lot of work's been done. What else? Hearing no more questions, thank you for coming.
How about clothing? Do you have a place for clothing? I heard about food here. Is there somewhere people can go to get that kind of help if they need it, if their house is a loss?
So what I would say is we have a volunteer and donations coordinator. We don't have a warehouse set up yet, but I would encourage anybody that needs clothing, if they can call the EOC. It's 229-671-2790, and we can get that information and direct them where to go. We just don't have a location established where they can just come up through. But if they have any needs, clothing or anything, if they'll call that number, we will put them in touch with somebody that can meet that need.